Shh. All right, Shalom. I want to give my praises and honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Wahweh Kakwadash. I want to say double honor to the apostles and the elders at Great Millstone for teaching his word in truth and sincerity and for ruling well. And salutations to my fellow Akim across the four corners of the globe, preaching in the name of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. And this is the brother Gabar Yahweh from GMS Hawaii, coming to you with another live lesson. Today's live lesson is called is entitled 2/3 don't want to leave captivity. Okay, right there under the seat on the floor, baby. 2/3 of Israel don't want to leave captivity, and I was going to entitle it 2/3 trust and oppression, which is the same thing too, because this guy that you see right in front of you now, he could be a tear. Because you're going to have Edomites that look like this big, burly, so-called black dude here, man. Okay? And, you know, this guy fits the stereotype, you know, just big and dumb, man. You know, Jake is out here hella stupid, man. And it's not just a so-called Negro. You got supporters of this whole system of all our nation, man. You got so-called Mexicans that support this whole place. And Jake just out here looking like a complete fool. You siding with the enemy, man. Okay? You siding with the same people that enslaves you, man, because 2/3 of Israel, they're blinded. They're blinded to the point where they can't even see the truth, or they can't even see the reality of things, particularly our captivity here in this country, man. Okay? Every so-called Negro that go back, Salakia. Every so-called Negro that are descendants of the slaves that were brought here in hardcore slavery and then had to live here through generation, okay, you should be upset because we're still prisoners of war. We're still in captivity. We're still in captivity, Salakia. Here, babe. Here. We're still in captivity, okay? But Jake, they think they're free. And this video that I'm about to play you is going to show you how much Jake don't even know what freedom is, man. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, you don't know what true freedom is. What the so-called white man has right now is freedom, man. Starting off with the super elite, how they just gallivant across the world and do whatever they want and whatever they feel. You know, if they want to have breakfast in China and lunch in Paris, they could do that, man. Why? Because they have the resources, the access, something that no matter how much you niggas and spiggers sell out and agree with the so-called white man, you'll never have, man. You'll never have complete control over the world resources while the so-called while the so-called white man is ruling, man. Okay? And this video is going to illustrate to you just how dumb, deaf, and blind 2/3 is, man. And these are saying that it's fitting that this nigga got these sunglasses on his bald ass head, shaved face. You know what I'm saying? It's fitting because this dude is a perfect example of 2/3, man. Because we get on 2/3, and a lot of times we talk about the blatant degeneracy of Jake. You know, you see Jake out here in the homosexuality, lesbianism, pants off the ass, drug dealing and shit. And man, but you got 2/3 of Jake that's middle class, that's so-called upper class, and that totally side with the enemy, man. And 2/3 don't understand that the same people that they're holding up and that they're holding firm to, they want to destroy them, man. If this big burly black nigga was walking through one of these pristine Edomite communities, man, hey, the cops will come and shoot this nigga, man. Oh no, I believe in America. America's great. And then it's just gonna show you how much niggas just don't even know history, man. Like he talks about history. This guy, it's our history, it's our history. Listen, I'll say it again. I said it before, and I'll say it again. The Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, our history did not start, begin, or stop with slavery, man. Okay? That was a major turning point in our history because we went into captivity as a nation. Okay? But it was us that taught these Edomites how to walk upright, how to eat right, how to dress right, how to clean themselves, how to do business, how to record, how to do everything that they're doing. They learned it from us, man, and other dark nations, man. Niggas wouldn't know that because their history book goes as far as back as their high school or their so-called college education put them in. Where you were just going through a bullshit curriculum reading Edomite history, man, as he told it from his narrative, man. So let me play this real quick, man. I ain't mean to make it a rant, but hey, this show you that niggas ain't shit, man. And then we're going to break this video down, too, with evidence.
These men freed my ancestors. These men freed my ancestors.
And that's another thing, too. You see, this nigga's a slave, man. These men freed my ancestors. Who is a so-called white man to give us something that was already innately ours, man? I just did a video on voices of actual slaves, man. And how one Jake said if he thought he would ever have to go into slavery again, he would kill himself, man. That's how terrible it was, man. And when you so-called were free, what did you get free to, nigga? Jim Crow, poverty, straight up abject poverty, man. And they created a system around your poverty to put you in chains, man. All these all these Edomites that you praise, man, a bunch of Satan, devil worshiping, evil, vile persons, man. Okay, this nigga talk about these men freed my ancestors with that goddamn Vesica Pisces hand sign, man. You fucking sellout niggas, man. You Masonic, Satan worshiping sellout niggas, man. It is America don't even want you, nigga. The ones that these Edomites don't want us here. And I'm gonna show you that on a comment board. These niggas, they don't want you here. But here it is, you holding the system up, talking about these men freed my ancestors. No, they didn't free us, man. Do you know what the word emancipate means? Let's go to it, man. We were not set free. We were transferred. From one owner to another, from the private to the government. So it says emancipate, 1620s, set free from control. From the Latin emancipators, past participle, emancipare, to put a son out of paternal authority, to declare someone free or give up one's authority over. In Roman law, the freeing of a son or wife from a legal authority, patria potestas, the pater familias, to make his or her own way in the world. From assimilated ex or out away, to deliver, here it is, to transfer or sell. Because if we were so-called set free, we should have went back to our homeland. Even if niggas thought Africa was the land to go to, you should have just went back home. You know? And it should have been set right. They should have paid for it. But they didn't. What did they do? They kept you here in America and refused to let you go. Okay? Salakia. They kept you in America and they refused to let you go. And you still here today, man. So again, it says right here. So out X meaning out of the way, emancipate, deliver, transfer, or sell from manupissimium ownership, from man's hand, a company to take from. So what did Lincoln do? What did Lincoln do when he so-called freed the slaves, man? He took it from a private sector because the South at that particular time was an agricultural center of the world. And these Edomites that own these plantations, that own these businesses that were getting 1,000% profit off of their free labor, they were on a high horse, man. But then the North was what? Industrializing, man. And so they wanted to transfer the power from the private sector, because you had a lot of powerful planter class Edomites that was just holding all the power. So what? To give it to the government, because at that point the U.S. government was nowhere near as strong as it is today, man. It was nowhere near. It had nowhere near the cohesion that it has today. Okay, the U.S. government was just whatever, man. Even the army was still young. The military, the cavalry, which this nigga Ulysses S. Grant, this devil and the so-called white man, you're the original nigga. Okay, where he was a part of, man. All right, and who held the high positions in these militaries? Edomites. Okay, so this nigga talking about Lincoln set them free. You don't know what freedom is. You don't even know what the word emancipate means.
These men, my ancestors, their bravery, their tenacity, their grit, what they stood for, the principle.
Yeah, what they stood for was with that hidden hand agenda, man. Look at this nigga. He got his hand in his thing, and they all used to do this, man, showing that they were what? They're part of that elite, man.
That they stand for and stood for the principles that they stand for and stood for. They freed my ancestors, and it's because of you that my history is now gone. That you're now erasing my history as if it never was there in the first place. Explain to me what you hope to accomplish by erasing my history.
Niggas need death, man. Hey, this is why niggas need death, because they don't know their history, man. Hey, this is Hosea 4:6. It says, my people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me. Seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power, I will also forget thy children. Right, and that's what happened. We forgot the law of the Heavenly Father, that righteous law that he gave us. Because, and then what? We went off into idolatry and wickedness and breaking the Lord's law, statutes, and commandments. Okay, so the Lord disinherited us from our heritage that he gave us. Okay, but what is the knowledge that our people lack is the knowledge and wisdom and understanding of Yahweh Bashim Hawashai. You see, the so-called Negro in America, you'll listen to the so-called white man's laws. You'll follow them, but you won't follow the laws of Yahweh Bashim Hawashai, the laws that were set forth for us to live here in this world in a righteous manner. Okay, you forgot your wisdom that the Lord bestowed upon us, man. And so you have a lack of knowledge of the Most High, man. Okay, and that's why you destroyed. Again, my people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge, right? They don't have no knowledge of Yahweh Bashim Hawashai. Okay, they don't have no understanding of Yahweh Bashim Hawashai, nor do they want it or seek after it. Okay, so the Lord said, I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power. I'm sorry, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power, I will also forget thy children. So when you see these little kids getting put to death, old, young, middle age, whatever, of our nation, and that's the Lord paying you recompense for your evil against them, man. Okay, so let me play this again. Look at this nigga. He just looked through, man. That nigga looked through, man. And at first I thought this was the dude that I watch from time to time, to the max, but Big Job. But they ain't him. He looked like Big Job though. But this nigga through, bro.
Is now gone. That you're now erasing my history as if it never was there in the first place. Explain to me what you hope to accomplish by erasing my history. As a black man in America, watching these leftists tear down these statues, it really fills me with a sense of confusion, and anger. What are you doing? This is our history. So they want to remove Abraham Lincoln from Boston. Do you understand what this man represents? Do you know how much he fought for people like me for this skin color?
All right.
BLM, you need to understand your history.
So that's the first point, right? So this dickhead, because I had to call this nigga out his name because he's fucking through. And if I seen this nigga in real life, bruh, if he walked by the camp, the spirit will cuss this nigga smooth the fuck out, man. Because he don't know what he talking about, man. He had like Lincoln was up all night with his sleeves rolled up, trying to figure out a way to help so-called black people, man. Which you not even black. You black in the mind because you dark. Your mind is darkened. Okay? Just like I said, you got them damn sunglasses on, man. Can't see this nigga's eyes. He busting out a fucking American shirt established in 1776. How was America? Matter of fact, wait a minute. How was America established? Before they drug your black ass over here in hardcore slavery, how was America established, man? Robbery and rape. Nahum 3:1. Nahum 3:1. Woe to the bloody city, it is full of lies and robbery, and the prey depart of not. Right. What is the lies and robbery? Oh, Lincoln, he fought for the rights of black slaves, and Grant, he fought for the lives of black slaves, and they fought for our freedom day and night. They just they couldn't sleep because they were fighting for our freedom, trying to figure out a way to make us equal and get free from out of the bondage that we were in. Hell no, man. That's a lie, man. That's a lie. America was established on robbery. They stole it from the so-called Native American Indians, man, which are the tribe of Gad and Reuben and Issachar, the so-called Mexicans, man. You stole this country. Then you went into contracts with different other Edomite nations like France, and that's how you bought or you received the Louisiana Purchase, man. This country was split up like it was just a free for all, man. Okay, and these same UN troops, these same Northern troops, Union troops that this nigga is lauding, okay, they were killing Gad. They were killing our people and pushing them into reservations and pushing them into the corners of the earth, man. All right. So this place is all about lies and robbery. Woe to the bloody city. Woe meaning destruction to the bloody city. America is that bloody city. It is full of lies and robbery, and the prey depart of not. Who are the prey? The Israelites, man. The Israelites are the prey. And we ain't departed from this place, man. All 12 tribes are here.
This man is on our side.
No, he's not on your side. No, he's not on your side. How the fuck is Esau on your side, man? Is this on your side? This is Abraham Lincoln's letter to Horace Greeley, written during the heart of the Civil War. This is one of Abraham Lincoln's most famous letters. This is Abraham Lincoln's one of Lincoln's most famous letters. Greeley, editor of the influential New York Tribune, had just addressed the editorial of Lincoln called "The Prayer of 20 Millions," making demands and implying that Lincoln's administration lacked direction to resolve. It says, "Go play with it over there, baby. Here, take it over there. There you go. You're welcome, baby. Go take it over there. Go play with it over there." So it says President Lincoln wrote his reply when a draft of the Emancipation Proclamation already laid in the desk drawer. So that's what he thought about your emancipation. Your freedom was laying in a fucking drawer. It says in his desk drawer, his response revealed his concentration on preserving the Union. The letter, which received acclaim in the North, stands as a classic statement of Lincoln's constitutional responsibilities. A few years after the president's death, Greeley wrote an assessment of Lincoln. He stated that Lincoln did not actually respond to his editorial, but used it instead as a platform to prepare the public for his altered position on emancipation. It says, let me read it right here. It says, this is the quote: I would save the Union. I would save Matter of fact, as a policy I seem to be pursuing, as you say, I have not meant to leave anyone in doubt. I would save the Union. I would save the shortest way under the Constitution. The sooner the national authority can be restored, the nearer the Union will be. The Union as it was. If there be those who would not save the Union unless they could at the same time save slavery, I do not agree with them. If there be those who would not save the Union unless they could at the same time destroy slavery, I do not agree with them. You see? So what was he agreeing with? He didn't agree for slavery to keep going. He didn't agree for it to stop. And you know why? Because he was a part of the in crowd, or the lesser illuminators of his time. So what was happening was slavery, basically, they wanted to switch the ruling elite. They wanted to switch the slavery that you saw, the chattel slavery, over to wage slavery. Okay, and they knew it was happening. So they used certain things, certain mechanisms, like the greenback, the issue with the greenback, okay, and other issues. And on top of that, they wanted to bring the whole of the United States together, because all of these different states they had, basically these states had damn near presidential power. You know, the governors of those times, they could do things and say things and pass laws for their place because that was what they were ruling over, man. Well, at that particular time, they wanted to bring it all together under one banner. And so they used this so-called Civil War. Again, it says, if there be those who would not save the Union unless they could not at the same time destroy slavery, I do not agree with them. It says, my paramount object in this struggle is to save the Union, not you niggas, not you Negroes, not you colored people. He said he wanted to save the Union, and it's not either to save or listen like this. It says my paramount object in this struggle is to save the Union, and it's not either to save or destroy slavery. If I could save the Union without freeing any slave, I would do it. If I could save it by freeing all the slaves, I would do it. And if I could save it by freeing some and leaving others alone, I would also do that. What I do about slavery and the colored race, I do because I believe it helped save the Union. And that's what it was. It was a war tactic, man. When you go to war with somebody, don't you want to cut off their supply? Don't you want to cut off the way to finance their side of the war? Slavery was a big market. And so the money that these Southern planters had, they had enough money to go to war with their counterparts in the North, man. So what? Take away their industries, take away their infrastructure, take away their power, and then you leave them powerless so you can win. So it was all about the Union winning. That's what it was. It had nothing to do about your freedom. They could care less about your freedom. People keep talking about the Civil War was about the freedom of the slave. No, it wasn't. No, it was not. It was a war tactic, man. To get governmental power, to get all that power into the government's hands. So when you were transferred from the private sector, from the private plantation ruling class of the South, you were transferred to the government, to the U.S. government. You became property of the U.S. government. You were not free. We ain't free today. You understand? Just because Jake don't look at nothing, they don't read. And the scripture says what? Blessed is he that readeth. First of all, blessed is he that readeth these scriptures and understand. But niggas won't even read. Niggas won't even read the scripture, so you know they ain't read no history, no real history about it. Let me keep on reading. He says, I do because I believe it helps save the Union. And what I forbear because I do not believe it will help save the Union. I shall do less whenever I shall believe what I am doing hurts the cause. And I shall do more whenever I shall believe doing more will help the cause. I shall try to correct errors and shown to be errors, and I shall adopt new views so fast as they shall appear to be true views. I have here stated my purpose according to my view of official duty, and I intend to no modification of my oft-expressed personal wish that all men everywhere could be free. Now, that all men had nothing to do with you Negroes, man. It had nothing to do with the so-called Negro, man. The brother says, seed of the promise gate has been set out since the beginning of time. That's right. The men and the women. That's right. That's right. And when you hear me speaking, I'm just being passionate, man. I'm just being passionate because Jake don't know shit about history. Here's another tidbit of history about Ulysses S. Grant. The presidents who owned the most slaves was Thomas Jefferson with 600 plus slaves, followed by George Washington with 317 slaves. It says the presidents who owned the fewest slaves were Martin Van Buren and Ulysses S. Grant with 1 slave each. So here it is, the same dude you lauding up. He had somebody in slavery, bro. And if you got one of us in slavery, you got all of us in slavery, man. Your views are the same as them people with 500 slaves, man.
And you were treating him as if he's some type of villain.
He is a villain. He is the villain, man. The white man is the villain, bro. He is the villain, man. You niggas are crazy, man. This is yup. This is Salakia. Yeah, here it is. 2 Corinthians 4 and 3. But if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost. This nigga is lost. Okay? This guy right here, he's lost. If our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost. In whom the God of this world, who the God of this world? Esau, Edom, the Satan. He's a physical counterpart of Satan. Whom the God of this world, or that word God means power. In whom the power or the God of this world have blinded the minds of them which believe not, right? Because, see, this is the same type of dude that if you walk by the camp, he's not going to believe the word. He's not going to try to hear the word. So the God of this world, he got this big burly nigga, big nigga, big for nothing nigga, okay, blinded, man. The minds, it says, in whom the God of this world have blinded the minds of them which believe not. How has he blinded their eyes? With his philosophies, with his narrative history that he gives out, okay, with his wickedness, man. Lest the light of the glorious gospel of Yahweh Shai, who is the image of the Most High, should shine up unto them. For we preach not of ourselves, but of Yahweh Shai, the Lord, and ourselves, your servants, for Yahweh Shai's sake, man. So the God of this world has blinded the eyes of this guy. It's blinded this dude right here. Look at this nigga. This big ass fucking hat on, man. Triad Rappers MAGA Challenge catches the president's attention, man. You see? And it's not just the so-called Negro. You got the so-called Latino. You got the so-called Native American. You all feel the same way. This is Jeremiah 2:14. Is Israel a servant? Is he a homeborn slave? Why is he spoiled, man? Because the Lord didn't create us to be no fucking slaves, man. To the white man and to these other nations, man. The so-called white man, the nation of Edom, and these other nations, man. Why is he a homeborn slave? Why is he spoiled, man? Because of our evil. The young lions roared upon him. The young lions are these other nations, starting out with the nation of Edom, and yelled, and they made his land waste. His cities are burned without inhabitants. You see? Let me look that word homeborn. The word for homeborn is bayaf. It says a house, a dwelling, habitation, a shelter, abode, families, a prison. Is Israel a slave? Is he a home? Is he a prison slave? Why is he spoiled, man? You see? You see? See, the whole world, they all blinded by this devil, man, and his wickedness. Okay? They all blinded. We all blinded by his evil. Okay? Watch out, baby. They all blinded by his soft words, his smooth words. his imagery, his narrative, man. You see? Why is he spoiled, man? Let's look at that word for spoiled. The Hebrew word there is baz. It says robbery, spoiling, booty. You see? So is Israel a slave? Is he a homeborn? Is Israel a servant? Is Israel a servant? Is he a homeborn slave or a prison slave? Why is he spoiled? Why is he robbed? For our iniquities, man. You see? This is I had another scripture in my mind. As you came, Lord willing, it comes back. This is let me keep reading. Oh, matter of fact, let me read up. This is Jeremiah 2:12. It says, "Be astonished, O ye heavens, at this, and be horribly afraid. Be ye very desolate, saith the Lord, Yahweh Shem Shai. For my people have committed two evils. They have forsaken me, the fountain of living waters, and hewed." Thank you much. For my people have committed two evils. They have forsaken me, the fountain of living waters, and hewed them out cisterns, broken cisterns that can hold no water. Right, because Yahweh Shem Shai is the fountain of living water because he's the truth, man. His word, his law, statute, commandments, they're righteous, man. And you can live with them. But we hewed out cisterns, broken cisterns that can hold no water, which was what? These different vain philosophies, this idolatry, worshiping idols, calling them the Most High, giving his glory to idols, man. So it says, is Israel a servant? Is he a homeborn slave? Why is he spoiled, man? Let me keep playing this video.
On top of villain because you don't treat him as if he's, and you are treating him on our side. And you need to understand your history. This man is on our side.
How is he on your side, man? How is this man on your side? You need to understand your history.
And you are treating him as if he's some type of villain.
He is. He's the wicked.
Because you don't understand history. It was a different time at that time. And even at that time, he understood that he needs to stand for people like you and me. They tore down the Ulysses S. Grant statue in San Francisco. Again, another case.
And you know the reason why all these statues are being torn down, besides the fact of agent provocateurs through these different organizations, hey, the Most High, Yahweh Shem Shai, is delivering this kingdom into the hands of his son, man. And he's visiting these nations, man. He's visiting Esau and his and his idols, man. Because that's all these statues of these evil, wicked, villainous individuals are, man. They're all villains and they're idols whom this man worships, man.
Of people not understanding your history. This man fought for our side.
No, he didn't.
Cause.
No, he didn't. And I just read it. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. Neither did Lincoln, neither Lincoln or Ulysses S. Grant. I mean, he didn't care. And I don't care about his quotes. It's the formerly enslaved household of the Grant family. Let's read this. Let's read this. Because he fought so hard for our freedom. The formerly enslaved household of the Grant family. It says, women are often overlooked in the history of their role in the institution of slavery. First Lady Julia de Grant, wife of President Ulysses S. Grant, was a steadfast slave mistress more than half of her life, an often forgotten part of her identity. Why? Because they give you that fluff. They give you that watered down, glossed over history of these people, and they won't tell you the truth. Though Grant himself grew up in an abolitionist family, which did not mean that these people looked at you as a equal. They wanted you to have the same rights as them. No, they didn't. They were just part of a group that was set up to tear down the enslavement institution, the chattel slavery institution. Okay, pressure from above, pressure from below. Though Grant himself grew up in an abolitionist family in a free state of Ohio, his marriage to Julia Dent led him to become involved in slavery while the two lived in Missouri on Julia's family's estate. As a result, Ulysses S. Grant was the last U.S. president to have owned an enslaved individual. Grant's legacy as a respected commanding general of the Union Army and his efforts as president to protect Black citizenship have long obscured his personal slave ownership, as well as that of his beloved wife. Julia de Grant's interactions with slavery are well documented in her personal memoirs, first published in 1975. Okay. Go ahead and play with it. Go ahead and play. It says Julia de Grant's interactions with slavery are well documented in her personal memoirs, first published in 1975. Her father, Frederick Dent, purchased a plantation in St. Louis, Missouri in 1820. A plantation called White Haven ran using enslaved labor. Dent oversaw a workforce of approximately 30 enslaved individuals on 2 Missouri properties. In 1830, when Julia was only 4 years old, there were at least 18 enslaved individuals at Whitehaven. In her reminiscence, she described growing up surrounded by enslaved servants. And we're not the servants. They the fucking servants, man. You're the servants. This is what is that scripture? What is it? Salakia. I'm a little excited right now. This thing's not coming to my memory. It's Ecclesiastes. It's Ecclesiastes 10 and 5. Ecclesiastes 10 and 5. It says, there is an evil which I have seen under the sun, as an error which proceeded from the ruler. Folly is set in great dignity, and a rich sit in low place. Right, folly, stupid, foolishness, that's set in high, great dignity. And the rich who are rich, the elect of Israel, we sit in a low place, man. The hopeful elect, we sit in a low place. I've seen servants upon horses and princes as servants. I'm sorry, let me read that again. I've seen servants as upon horses and princes walking as servants. Okay? And who are the servants? The Edomites, man. Hey, matter of fact, here's a Theodore Roosevelt statue. This is a great picture, that statue that depicts this scripture right here. Okay, because why is he the servant? Because he's an Edomite, man. But who were the princes walking as servants? Gad, in this particular picture, Gad and Judah walking as servants. You see? It's a King Solomon saw this, man. He saw this in a vision, man. He said, I seen servants on horses. A horse is a symbol of power, man. And princes walking as servants, man. You see? Why do we say Esau is a servant? Because when you go back to Genesis, when you go to the book of Genesis 25 and 21, Genesis 25 and 21, it says this, and Isaac entreated the Lord for his wife because she was barren, and the Lord was entreated of him, and Rebekah his wife conceived. And the children struggled together within her, and she said, if it be so, why am I thus? And she went to an inquirer of the Lord, and the Lord said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb, 2 manners of people shall be separated from thy bowels, and the one people shall be stronger than the other people, and the elder shall serve the younger. And when her days were to be delivered, were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb. And the first came out red all over like a hairy garment. And they called his name Esau. So Esau, he's the elder. And it says what? And the elder shall serve the younger. When you look up that word for serve, okay, it says ibad. Ibad, which is what? Servant, laborer, okay, slave. Okay? Entice to serve, laborer, work, laborer, cause to serve. That's a slave. Okay? To serve as subjects. So the so-called white man, he's supposed to be a subject, a servant, man. All right? But right now, since he's cut our bands and he's in rulership right now, which I'm gonna get that, it says, and the elders shall serve the younger. The younger is Judah. I mean, Judah is Jacob. All right? And that consists of the 12 tribes, man. But this dude, he's ruling over us, man. Let me skip down. Let me go to another scripture real quick. I think it's the 26th chapter. Salakia, it's the same chapter. Genesis 25. And when you go to and he says, and Esau said, behold, I'm sorry, yeah, I had it right. 27. This is Genesis 27, and I'm gonna go straight to the point. And he says, right here, it says, this is the blessing that Isaac gave to Jacob. Genesis 27:28. Therefore, the Most High give thee the dew of heaven and the fatness of the earth and the plenty of corn and wine. Let people serve thee and nations bow down to thee. Be Lord over thy brethren. And Esau, he was our brethren. And that blessing is going to come to fruition in the kingdom of heaven, man. We're going to be Lord over our brethren. And let thy mother's sons bow down to thee. Cursed be everyone that curseth thee. And the white man, so-called white man, you Edomite, you have cursed us. And blessed is, and blessed, and it says, and blessed be he that blesseth thee. And it came to pass, as soon as Isaac had made an end of blessing Jacob, and Jacob was yet scarce going out from the presence of Isaac, his father, that Esau, his brother, came in from hunting. Now I'm gonna skip down to the point. That says, verse 35. And he said, thy brother came with subtlety and have taken away thy blessing. And he said, is he not rightfully named Jacob? For he hath supplanted me these 2 times. He took away my birthright, which he didn't. See, he was a liar. Even back then, Esau was a liar. Put that back, nigga. Esau was a liar. Because he gave it to Jacob for that red meat. And behold, now he hath taken away my blessing. And he said, hast thou not reserved a blessing for me? And Isaac answered and said unto Esau, behold, I have made him thy Lord. Let's look up that word for Lord. I have made him thy Lord. The Hebrew word there is gabayar, which is ruler, Lord, master. So we're supposed to be the masters, not the slaves. I have made him thy Lord, and all his brethren have I given to him for servants, and with corn and wine have I sustained him. What shall I do now unto thee, my son? And Esau said unto his father, hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, okay, in the dew of the heaven from above. And by thy sword shalt thou live, and shalt serve thy brother. So it says by the sword he's gonna live, and that's how the so-called white man lives. He lives by that sword, man. The modern day sword, that gun, those missiles, that military might, and shalt serve thy brother. Let's look up that word for serve. That word for serve is ibad. So even though he's ruling with the sword, eventually he's gonna end up doing what he didn't want to do from the jump, which is what? Serve his brother. Okay. It says, where was I at? It says, and shall serve thy brother. I'm sorry. Yep. What was I at? Yeah, it says, and shall do the earth. Isaac said, answered and said unto him, behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth. This is why these Edomites live in all these pristine areas right now. I don't care where you go in America or outside of America, these Edomites live in the most palatial, plush locations, man. Okay? And they ain't got to worry about getting robbed, raped, or beat up. None of that shit. It says, because they got the dwelling of the fatness of the earth and the dew of heaven. And by thy sword shalt thou live, and shalt serve thy brother. And it shall come to pass, when thou shalt have dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. Let's look up that word for yoke. That word yoke in the Hebrew is al, okay? And it says yoke. It says yoke and impose on the neck, literally or figuratively yoke. Okay, a piece of wood, a drawn a beast, most used figuratively of servitude. So when Esau would gain dominion over the world, he would what? He would break that servitude that happened after the death of King David, King Solomon. And I think actually the Edomites end up rebelling against David too. But I know he had them in subjection. But even under King Solomon, you know, they were in slight subjection and they ended up breaking off again. But now that Esau has dominion over the world, he broke that yoke. But guess what? That dominion is about to be taken from him. Okay? Because he's an unrighteous ruler, man. Okay? He's wicked. He's evil. And an evil rulership can't last. It says, Hebrews 12:16, lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright. For you know how that afterward, when he would have inherited the blessing, he was rejected. For he found no place of repentance, though he sought it carefully with tears. So he get mad at us. He gets mad. Esau is mad at us. Esau is mad at Jacob. In reality, he's really mad at the Most High, man, because the Most High rejected him, man. So here it is. Why would I accept somebody whom Yahweh Shema Shai is rejected? But 2/3, they love this man. 2/3 of Israel, they love the rejected, man. Because hey, 2/3 is rejected right now. And they're gonna know this truth at the death by pain. This is Isaiah 30:12. Wherefore thus saith the Holy One of Israel, because ye despise the word and trust in oppression and perverseness and stay thereon, therefore this iniquity shall be to you as a breach ready to fall, swelling out the high wall, whose breaking cometh suddenly at an instant. Right, when all this hell break loose, hey, this big burly nigga gonna be shot to shit, beat to shit, torn down, man. And it's gonna be his friendly loving Edomite, man, that he loves so much, man. Because what he trusts in oppression, he trusts in perverseness. Let's keep on playing it.
This very man is the reason why I'm free. This very man is the reason why the North won. But yet and still, you don't understand your history. You don't understand, therefore you try to delete it. It's the cancel culture. It's trying to delete everything that you don't understand. It's ridiculous. Understanding history, do a little bit of research. It might help. Now we got protesters trying to tear down the Emancipation statue.
Look at the Emancipation statue. Look at the Emancipation statue. And niggas was just excited when they got out of chattel slavery, man. And they really thought this dude freedom, man. Look, you still a servant to this dude, man. This is what emancipation is. You bowing down to the so-called white man. This is what emancipation is. You, Jakes, being subservient at a low place. This is all. There's a word for it. There's a word for something like this. I'm trying to think what it is. There's a word. These subliminal messaging, but it's another word for it. This is a subliminal message, man. That you Negroes, no matter how much you so-called think you free, you're gonna always be subservient to the white man as long as he is in rulership, man. Like you some dog or something. And even my man, what's his name? He was a slave, and he was actually speaking about his experience. And he said when they so-called freed them, they just turned them out like he's some cattle or some dog or something, man. They ain't give them nothing, literally nothing. They had nowhere to go, and they didn't give them anything, man. But you free. This is how the so-called white man sees you, man, as a subservient beast to him, man. You see? Shit is crazy, man. Shit is fucking crazy, man.
DC paid for by the slaves. By the very
it was paid for by slaves with money that they barely had. Paid for by the slaves to do what? The erected slave. Did they have any art direction in this Emancipation statue? Hell no, man. Niggas were just happy that they weren't in chattel slavery no more. And they were simple and they were sleep.
Slaves that you are trying to now cancel because you don't understand history. It seems to be an important idea here that we just don't understand our history, and because we don't, we cancel it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like the brother said, Canaan, Israel, tribe of Benjamin. Hold on, let me show you what he said, man. This is what the brother said. It says, Massa, you give me money. Here it is. You supposed to be you built this country off your blood, sweat, and tears, right? And they taking your money to build a statue, a monument to them. You see how backwards that shit is, man? Nigga said he big for nothing. That's right, man. He got that damn cross on his neck, man. Because he loves Jesus, man. Fucking idiot, man.
Our history. I thought Black Lives Matter. You need to understand that these slaves, their lives matter. That's why they paid for. These people paid for the very statue that you're now planning to tear down.
And it's the most. How about you outside tearing it down, man? This man got to go, bruh.
Ridiculous. In the spirit of taking down statues, why don't we start with Robert Byrd, Senator Robert Byrd, who organized over 150.
And look at them demons, man. These all Edomites, man. But it's because they're Democrats. They're beefing with each other and shit. But look, this nigga's a pedophile, a rapist, a murderer, and she is too.
Klansmen, white supremacists who hated people of my skin color. Why don't we start with him? Next, why don't we go to Vladimir?
All of these senators,
this man had over
all these Edomite senators, all of these congressional, whatever people, politicians, all of them hate Israel, man. All of them hate Jakes, man. Hillary Clinton, Barry Saturo, Barack Obama, his wife, all of them hate you, man. None of them like you, man. None of them want you here, man. But you niggas love oppression. You niggas trusting in shit, bruh. You niggas trusting oppression. Again, wherefore thus saith the Lord. I'm sorry, let me read it again. Wherefore thus saith the Holy One of Israel, because ye despise the word, and that nigga despise the word, and trust and oppression. Let's look up that word for trust. That word for trust in the Hebrew is batak. Okay? Batak. And it says to trust in, to have confidence, to be confident of, to be bold, to be secure, to be safe, to feel safe, be careless, man. And that's what Jake is in, man. Y'all think this place gonna last forever? Make it last forever. You niggas love Egypt, man. Real quick, this is Isaiah 30. This is Isaiah chapter 30. It's verse 1. Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord Yahweh, that take counsel, but not of me, that cover with the covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin, to walk and to go down into Egypt and have not asked at my mouth, to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh and to trust in the shadow of Egypt, because that's what America is. It ain't even ancient Egypt, bro, but it's just a shadow of what ancient Egypt used to be. And Jake is entrusted in that shit. Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust of the shadow of Egypt your confusion. And that's what this nigga is. He's in complete, unadulterated confusion, man. All right. For the princes, for the princes were at Zoan, and his ambassadors came to Hanes. They were all ashamed of a people that could not profit them, nor be in help, nor profit, but a shame and also a reproach, right? Because these people that you trust in for your profit, they're not going to profit you. These Edomites ain't going to profit you. If it's left up between this big bald-headed sunglasses wearing nigga and some Edomites, man, they're going to choose themselves before they choose this nigga. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to choose him. So you trusted in the people that can't profit you, man. You see, and Black Lives Matter too. It's all pressure from above, pressure from below, man. That's why you don't see the real men of the Lord. You don't see us out there protesting with these people, man. We could give a fuck about BLM, man, because we're not black. We're the Israelites, and the elect of Israelites lives matter to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. That's why we were set up. He don't care about 2/3 right now, man. 2/3 are like the heathen right now. Them niggas, these little kids and these old people that you see getting mowed down, gunned down, it's gonna be more of that. Because niggas ain't right. Niggas ain't right. And these people that you trusted in, they can't profit you. You see? It says they were all ashamed, and he's going to be ashamed of a people that could not profit them, nor being the help, nor profit. Esau ain't going to help you when all hell breaking loose. Esau ain't going to help you when judgments come for you, man. When that wrath of the Lord comes from you, man. Okay? Nor being help, nor profit, but a shame and also a reproach. So you're going to be ashamed and you're going to be a reproach, man. Jeremiah 6:16. Thus saith the Lord, stand ye in the ways and see and ask for the old paths. Where is the good way? And walk therein. The old paths are the laws, following the laws, statutes, commandments of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, calling on the name of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, believing in that. That's the old path. That's what our forefathers did. Read Joshua. Read how about when we walked out of Egypt and we get into the land of Canaan, and how the power of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai was exalted. And the fear of the fear of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai was on all these nations when they seen us rolling, man. Where is the good way? That's the good way. And walk therein. Follow after those ways. And ye shall find rest for your souls. But they said, we will not walk therein, man. Why? Because Jeremiah 5:26, for among my people are found wicked men. They lay wait as he that setteth snares. They set a trap that catch men. As a cage is full of birds, so are their houses full of deceit. Therefore, they are become great and waxing rich. They are all waxing fat. They shine. Yeah, they overpass the deeds of the wicked. That's Jake, man. They living good. Niggas don't want to leave Egypt. Niggas is living good. They want to stay here because this is where they think it's at. And they waxing rich. They got rich over here. They judge not the cause of the fatherless, which that's what we're doing. Yet they prosper. In the right of the needy, do they not judge? They don't judge. Shall I not visit these things, saith the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai? Shall not my soul be avenged on such a nation as this? A wonderful and horrible thing is committed in the land. The prophets prophesied falsely. The priests bear rule by their means, and my people love it to have it so. And what will ye do in the end thereof? Right? What you going to do in the end when it's your time to be destroyed? When the Lord's wrath comes. Okay. First Maccabees 1 and 11. In those days went there out of Israel wicked men who persuaded many, saying, let us go and make a covenant with the heathen. And that's what this nigga is doing, man. Well, this is your history. This is our history. These were different times, but this is our history. Look at this nigga. This nigga with this big ass hat on his head, man. This nigga's through, man. And the Jake is finished, man. Ready, they getting set up for the kill, man. The kill shot. In those days went there out of Israel, wicked men who persuaded many, saying, let us go and make a covenant with the heathen that are round about. When the law of the Lord said, what? We're not supposed to make no covenant with these heathen. For since we departed from them, we have had much sorrow. So this device pleased them well. Then certain of the people were so forward herein that they went to the king, who gave them license to do after the orders of the heathen. You see? Whereupon they built a place of exercise at Jerusalem according to the customs of the heathen. Because back in the ancient day, to work out, you had to be bucket naked, man. You know, and they followed after these heathen. They went to the rulers himself, and he gave them license to do wickedness. When the Most High said he didn't give us license to do wickedness, man. It's Exodus 16:3. And the children of Israel said unto them, would the Most High, would to the Most High we had died by the hand of the Lord in the land of Egypt, when we sat by the flesh pots, when we did eat bread to full, for ye have brought us forth into this wilderness to kill this whole assembly with hunger. These niggas had no faith, man. They had no faith, even at all what Yahweh Shai did for them. Matter of fact, let me read verse 2. Verse 1. And they took the journey from Elim, and all the congregation of the children of Israel came unto the wilderness of Sin, which is between Elam and Sinai, on the 5th day of the 2nd month, after their departing out of the land of Egypt. And the whole congregation of the children of Israel murmured against Moses and Aaron in the wilderness. And the children of Israel said unto them, would the Most High we had died by the hand of the Lord Yahweh, by Shai in the land of Egypt, when we sat by the flesh pots, and when we did eat bread to the full. And that's what niggas want. They want to eat bread to the full. They want to live in this society. They want to be a part of this place, man. They can't see themselves being a king, a ruler over nations, having these nations that once had them in slavery, in captivity, and slavery, and servitude. They can't see themselves ruling the world, man. This is how low Jacob's become, man. Okay? For ye have brought us forth into this wilderness to kill the whole assembly with hunger. Then said the Lord Yahweh unto Moses, behold, I will rain bread from heaven for you. That's a miracle, bro. And the people shall go out and gather a certain rate every day, that I may prove them whether they will walk in my law or no. You see, and then, you can read the rest of that, and he tell you that niggas didn't walk and they went off, man. And the final scripture I got, Jeremiah 4:22, for my people is foolish. They have not known me, foolish. They have not known me. They are sottish. That word sottish means stupid. Children, sons, and they have none understanding. They are wise to do evil, but to do good, they have no knowledge, man. You see? And that's Jake, man.
300 concentration camps and killed over 5 million people. Why not him? Why not his statue in Seattle? What about Che Guevara? This man imprisoned black people like me. This man killed gay people.
The Most High is gonna kill gay people. The Most High is gonna imprison niggas like you in the concentration camp. One of those in America got more than 300 concentration camps. His ass is going in. His ass is going head first into one of them motherfuckers, man. Yeah, this nigga's gonna take the chip, man. Hey, this nigga believes in the system, man. Look at this nigga, man. Black in America, man. Black in America, man. I'm saying Jake gotta go. I want to end it off with this nigga.
Chance to win a trip to the White House and meet President Trump is just one YouTube video away from happening. A Greensboro rapper launched a contest called the MAGA Challenge, and that contest has since gone viral. Bill O'Neill has more from the Gate City tonight.
The man behind the MAGA Challenge says he didn't even vote in 2016.
That's an idiot. He's a fucking idiot, but he's supporting this system, man. You niggas gonna die, man.
A huge supporter of the president, hoping to convince others to re-elect Mr. Trump.
Here it is, the nigga didn't even vote, but he's putting other people to vote, man. Hey, just like they tried to get, I think it was Jason. No, Jason was with. It was one of the priests. They tried to get him to eat swine's, not to act like he ate swine's flesh, so the people can eat it, but they was gonna let him eat clean flesh, man. And he said, "No, I ain't with that shit, man." But you niggas, you with it, man. Sellouts, man.
2020.
I put me in groups cause I'm my own man. I said I wasn't Democrat, I lost a few friends.
Bryson Gray says it all started with the hat.
Look at this nigga.
Giant MAGA hat.
Look at this nigga.
Wearing in response to Trump hate.
Look at this nigga, man.
So I said, I'm not going to be the top pass. I went and bought the biggest one. You know what I'm saying? To show people that I have the
Niggas are through,
right
man.
to express myself how I want to, so I'm going to do it.
Gray says a TV camera captured him in the hat at a Trump rally in Fayetteville. Suddenly, he had 20,000 followers on Twitter.
Look at this nigga.
Next came the rap song.
And that's why he won it, because he want to get money. Jake is a bunch of opportunists, man.
President.
And then it just went viral. I was
Look at
telling
this
everybody
nigga.
to make their own versions.
Look at this nigga, man. Look at this nigga, man. Jake is through, man. 2/3 of Israel got to fucking go, bro. That's why we're not praying for these niggas. Let me get that. Lift not up a prayer for these people, man. Lift not up a prayer, man. Hey, man, it's Jeremiah. It is Jeremiah. Yep. Jeremiah 7:16. Therefore, pray not thou for this people, neither lift up a cry nor a prayer for them, neither make intercession to me, for I will not hear thee, man. So we're not even supposed to even pray for 2/3, man. We ain't supposed to put a helping hand out. None of them niggas, fuck them niggas, man. We supposed to treat them like enemies, man. You know? Because the Most High ain't gonna hear them prayer for them, man. And wait till all hell break loose out here, man. Wait till Jake is the face of terrorism. Wait till Jake is in the crosshairs of these Edomites' weapons, man. See if you niggas are still dancing in the street talking about making America great again, man. When was America great, man? When it had you in chattel slavery, man. When it wasn't paying you for wages. It didn't have to worry about you getting all in the camera, dancing, being a nigga for them. Because they had you in chains and they had you in immediate fear. They had you in immediate fear of them, man. So don't lift up no prayer for these niggas, man. 2/3 gotta fucking go, man. Look at this nigga. This fucking nigga.
And they did. Trump supporters from
niggas.
across the country
2/3.
started making their own rap tunes.
We gotta defeat him because it's 2020. Your bust. Donnie T gets my vote. There's nothing more to discuss.
That nigga said Donnie T. Donnie T gets his vote. There's nothing more to discuss.
MAGA ain't got no color. Oh no. I said, oh, MAGA ain't got no color.
A week later, the president himself jumped into the mix, endorsing the MAGA challenge and offering to bring the winner to the White House to meet him and perform their song.
And to perform. And to entertain the white man. That's all you niggas do. Entertain the white man. He don't like you, man. That niggas need to watch some documentaries on Trump, man. He can't stand you niggas, man. That's why niggas don't live in the Trump towers, man. Because he ain't want so-called Negroes in his towers, man, bringing down the value of his property, man. He didn't want that. He even told a reporter you wouldn't want to live next to him either. But you niggas supporting this dude, man.
Trump tweeted it. They called me to tell me they had showed it to Trump that morning, and they said they will continue going like contacting me back and forth to try to see who wins and everything.
Gray says he's a proud supporter of the president's policies.
Then what policy? He had the First Step Act, which let thousands of people out of jail. 90% of them was black.
Gray isn't the only African-American in the triad speaking out on behalf of the president.
For the folks on
black
the
leaders, these are the leaders.
Destroying our Constitution.
Ain't your Constitution, nigga? You 3/4 of a man. Our Constitution. Hey, like Malcolm X even said it. Our astronauts. They wouldn't even let this nigga on the tarmac. He's talking about some our astronauts. You know what I'm saying? Our Constitution. You wasn't even in a building when they was writing that shit, nigga. You was in a field working.
And why do they want to destroy that Constitution? Because that Constitution is based on Judeo-Christian values.
Gun rights advocate Mark Robinson is a big MAGA supporter. And so is Vernon Robinson.
Look at these
heads
niggas.
up the super PAC Black Americans to re-elect the president.
On issue after issue after issue.
A lot of these dudes a lot of these so-called black people that you see, a lot of them are tears, man. They chop and cover Edomites, man.
Is carrying the ball.
The MAGA challenge has attracted countless rappers, including some first-time performers.
It is hilarious. When I see people that you can tell they have never tried to rap in their life, and they went out of their comfort zone just to join in on the fun and support the president, to me it's like, come on, like we having fun. So people that's mad all the time, who do you really want to be with? The people that's having a party or the people that's sitting there angry at everything?
And you know what? And you niggas gonna party. You niggas are gonna party to your destruction, man. And the scripture says, oppression make a wise man mad, and the gift destroyeth the heart, man. Scriptures also say that a wise man doth scarcely smile, man. You know what I'm saying? And it also says that a fool. Let me see. Hold on. A fool can be known by his laughter and his gait. Let me see if I can find that. And then I'll wrap it up. It says Ecclesiasticus Sirach 16:23. He that wanteth understanding will think upon vain things, and a foolish man erring imagine the follies. And that's what this nigga do, man. A fool will upbraid churishly, and a gift of envious consumeth the eyes. You see? It says Salakia. Hey, the water, brother. Hey, the brother Hario. Salakia. Hey, the brother Hario too. He put it up. My man. Right here. Ecclesiasticus 19:30. A man's attire and excessive laughter and gait show of what he is. A fucking fool. An idiot, man. That's an idiot, man.
To me, it's like, come on, like we having fun. But people that's mad all the time, who do you really want to be with? The people that's having a party or the people that's sitting there angry at everything? Come on.
I want to be with the people that's angry at everything, man, because fuck this place. We in a house of mourning. We in the house of mirth, nigga. The Most High is gonna destroy this nigga, man. He's through, man. He's through, man. He a fool, man. Hey, so with that, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Wahab Kakwadash. Say double honor to the apostles and the elders at Great Millstone for teaching this word in truth and sincerity and for ruling well. And salutations to my fellow Akim. Keep pushing, keep striving. We almost out of here. Hey, shalom, brothers.